Alright, hello everybody and welcome to episode 5's Strategic Analysis. In this one we have been tasked with taking down an Advent General. So it's a mission where we can save ourselves a little trouble by clearing out a dark event. So definitely one I was all about doing and very happy to go for. So let me walk you through my thoughts, choices, decisions, errors, and where I just plain got lucky. So here we go. All right. So taking my generally stealthy fellow, Mr. Houseman, who's a ranger, up there, kind of take a look around the corner. Wanted to take my specialist here, see if I could look inside that building, see if there's anything hanging around. That's the thing with these. You never know how many enemies you're up against unless... I think maybe when you're very advanced in the game, then you kind of get an idea. But early on, it's complete guesswork. Here, definitely want to get my sniper up high. That plus 40 aim bonus for, for having the high ground can basically counter someone being in full cover as far as your overall calculation. So get the Moxman up closer since we spotted those two Advent over there. I think we've got a sectoid and probably just a regular trooper, I think. Yeah, sectoid and trooper. So I don't know why he walks around like that, but but yeah, so here's like, okay, I know I got a couple guys, so I want to set up a good ambush. Then she's already got great shots since they're out in the open. Go ahead and move her over. Again, see a little bit more of the battlefield. You can see that detection radius, so I kind of have an idea of where I want to be. And then here, trying to figure out, okay, is there someplace good with some cover I can get to? It looks like they're moving off to the left, but they can always change directions, so I don't want to be flanked if at all possible. Got to worry about going too far up to the upper right here. In case something is over there that might spot us. That's why even though that was full cover, there's a lot of real estate over there, and something could walk up on me. Here checking to see where we are. So we're pretty close to the barrier on the left, or the edge of the map, if you will. So just a matter of trying to figure out where's a good place to stick my people to not hopefully be flanked. Mox is a little bit far out there, but I figure it should be plenty. But if I move the other guy, another 4 or 5 tiles, I figure that might be a little too close. So again, at this point, while I'm still setting up my ambush, try to be extra cautious, be smart about what I'm doing. Here was like, okay, would really like to get into this area and see if there are any Advent hanging around inside the building. But, got to be super careful not to get too far, not to get seen by a window, or if there's people actually inside. And so, definitely trying to look for a possible spot that might make sense, but in the end, just like, nah, let's just move this guy and I'll come back to that. So, see, not real worried about them walking far enough to flank him, given their current detection radius. Even if they continue walking in that leftward direction, should be okay. So I decided to just go ahead and pull the specialist out and take them up high. A little extra aim bonus never hurt anybody. So I figure I've got my people in position. Probably about time to see what we can do. But first, like, okay, we spot a hack. Even though they can't apparently see the little robot coming to hang by. Yeah, in this one, soldier immediately gains concealment. We're already concealed. Squad gains concealment. We're already concealed. Neither of those are helpful at this point. The chances are low anyway, being 48 or 24%. And given that a failed hack will result in nearby enemy groups being alerted to the position, it might be something. If it was something I needed, I might go ahead and do that. If the everybody else were already set to Overwatch, and we're basically gonna set things off in motion. So at this point, trying to figure out, okay, who am I going to make the shot with? excellent shots there. They're out and open. So now I'm just trying to set up everybody in a good spot. In this case, there's really nowhere I can get with him that's not in the detection radius. I'm worried about if I take him right there that it'll just be too far out that way. If there's any advent hanging out on that side, then that might go ahead and get me revealed before I want to, especially since I'm currently trying to set up the ambush. So yeah, we put him on Overwatch. We can move him up over there. Should be in a good spot compared to those guys. Yeah, decided to wait just in case I might try to use that slash. We got the 50% chance to crit because we're flanking, plus 10 on the weapon. We got the 25. I guess it's a 20 for the height advantage, excuse me. 75 aim, 20 for the height advantage, which will basically counter, half cover. In this case, did a nice crit since he was flanked. And the ambush begins, and I'm hoping that the people I've set up to to shoot in the Overwatch will do their jobs. In this case, a lovely shot from there. He just absolutely mows him down. So that ambush worked out about as well as could be expected. In fact, so well that I even got some skill points, which are obviously great for trading in later in the game. So now at this point, I'm like, okay, detection radius is gone, so I move Mox up. As it turned out, that was an excellent strategic play because now I spotted the general. See, that was my biggest concern by continuing to move in that general direction. If I would be spotted by somebody, had no idea it was who I was after. So fortunately, because that was my first move with him, I've now got the ability to make a second move. So thought about going there, but thought, well, he could possibly run around the side and flank me. Don't want that, because I'm sure the general hits hard as a truck. In this case, because of Mox's grapple, I move him way up there to the cover on top of the roof, plus that gives him the extra 20% shot bonus. Sure, that's a good one to go with. He is quite a far ways away. You could try the Justice, but the problem is I knew even if I did the 4 damage, I didn't have anybody standing there who could kill him. So basically I would have brought him to me and he could have just started turkey shooting my 3 squad members up there like they were fishing a barrel. So I decided in that case Overwatch probably for the best. In this case, looking like, okay, where can I move this guy? Worried about him being flanked if the general kind of comes up to that little sign up there. So I think I decided just to stick him in that high cover there. At plus 40 defense just in case. Yeah, just going to stick Mox on Overwatch. And then here they're like, okay, you get to chase after the general as he runs that direction. Just in time for these 2 guys to suddenly say, oh, there's stuff happening. Nice job. Fortunately, the Overwatch worked there, but again, that only took out 3 of his 7, and he just goes sprinting. Now here, I did spend some time looking for where the general was. In certain spots, you could actually spot him kind of hunkering down. You do see that little indicator as to where your target is. But in the meantime, I had to take care of the people who were shooting at me first. Yeah, see, there you see him spotted, hunkered down. There again, 95% to hit with basically erasing the cover bonus with my height bonus. And here, I figured, if I could snag him, do the 4 damage, should take him out. If not, I had my specialist standing there to shoot him. So I figured that was a pretty safe bet, but unfortunately, even at 85%, he missed. And then missed again. So at that point, trying to figure, all right, what do I do? I definitely want to try to drop the grenade on that general. So I'm going to move him around. And then as I'm still trying to figure out exactly where he might be, since it's not real clear, especially when in this mode. Yeah, that's the perfect spot, but I got to double check that, based on that little arrow, figure out exactly where I'm trying to land it. Yeah, because unfortunately I can't see him, but it's kind of like other people have seen him, so we know he's there as a group. So looking at a 40% shot, thinking that's terrible, so I thought maybe if I got a little bit wider here, plus I didn't want to be able to be flanked on the right-hand side. was actually not a very good shot, but she delivered on that one. Like, okay, so now that I've taken care of that, let's go ahead and drop that grenade. Hoping for 4, but, you know, at least 3 as a start. We pop that sucker out there, yeah, because now you can see him. And got the 3. So we're making a good progress. So in this case, move my guy up. He's completely and utterly flanked. 40% up there, but he's only got a 51% chance to hit. But I figured, you know, for the flank damage. But unfortunately, that was a miss. Then again, that's a long way to shoot a shotgun. And he's not my other ranger who seems to be able to shoot really well at distance. And you see, he just picked up a bunch of distance. And of course, you know, I don't blame that guy. I'd get out of there too. It's probably not a good place to be. So at this point, I know that hack isn't useful to me. So I figured I'd go ahead and move her down, see if I can get some vision on anything. And in that case, no. So let's go ahead and just get the high cover, and also maybe be able to see something. So again, my sniper, got to get her down onto the ground level so she can see something at this point. Just trying to really get eyes on that general, see if I can't take a shot or two, maybe do some more damage. And there again, normally you don't want to bunch your guys up, but I figured at that point I only had the one live enemy. Not that big of a concern by comparison. Nope, he still can't see. I figured let's go ahead and move him up, see if I just can't get eyes on the guy. Maybe even keep him engaged somewhat. Yeah, again, not a great idea if you think there may be grenades. And he just hit a clutch crit there because the guy was still out in the open and flanked. So, fortunately, that you know, that concludes that mission at that point as far as the primary objective. But you know, we've still got to clear any others that happen to be around. So we know we've cleared out everything so far that we know of. So now it's a matter of where might something be. You got to figure it's probably back toward where the evac point was. So we'll just keep moving forward, trying to find whatever else we need to work on. And here I'm like, okay, where's a good spot to put that sharpshooter? And suddenly it occurred to me, oh, I can get her up there. And then they should be able to see all the way down that little alleyway. So I figured that was an excellent strategic point to place this particular unit. And then, of course, again, we'll let Mox go up. Thought about over there, but thought might be a little more open, might not have cover, might be flanked. So I thought if I popped him up there, of course, you know, again, and then I spotted him. And unfortunately, I didn't have a bunch of people on Overwatch ready to start shooting at things. Now, granted, she was, but I think I would have preferred more. Because then maybe that 4 becomes enough to actually take him out with a second shot. So at this point, I thought, yeah, Mox can see, but he's only in the half cover and maybe flankable. Got to be worried about that one, so that's why I posted up here instead of all the way up at the other wall. Plus, you know, get Mox away from where the fire is. Figure that's probably a wise move. Apparently I'm also very grenade happy in this episode. But there again, that guy's just behind a lot of stuff, trying to figure out some way I can possibly you know, make best use of that grenade. Go ahead and open up some cover, do some damage. And if he just happens to throw a curveball, there you go. So didn't really relieve the cover in this case, but it did do the damage that I was hoping for. Again, that's a terrible shot at the moment. Problem is you don't want to try to slash a stun lancer. Haven't seen it in practice yet this game, but I'm pretty sure that they can counter. So it's like they'll parry and counter, and you may end up way worse off than you started. But here, moved him over, and all of a sudden he's got the flank shot on the sectoid. So, like, yeah, take that. And again, another nice crit. So he may have missed his first free crit shot, but he did really well after that. Again, anytime you can set up for a flank, get that extra crit chance, because if you do hit, a lot more damage. Really good opportunity to possibly take someone out. So now in this case, I'm trying to figure out, is it better to just put him on Overwatch? Is it better to try to take this guy out with a grenade? Looking for the spot. He's got 4 health left. It's 3 to 4, so it's basically a 50-50 shot on whether or not this grenade can actually take that stun lancer out. In this case, did not get lucky. So, in hindsight, maybe it would have been smarter just to leave him on Overwatch, but then again, he only hits for 3 to 4. In this case, it cost me an injury. She got wailed on pretty hard. But fortunately, despite being dazed, and only a 40-some-odd% chance, 48%, just shot the ever-loving heck out of him there, yes. So, like I said, he chose poorly. And we finish up Operation Diamond Shriek. Yeah, I think it's Diamond Shriek, but not to be confused with Diamond Shrek. Donkey, get me my diamond, hey. So here we've got 2 getting promoted. She took a beating right there, but I've already got a battle medic. Definitely wanting to move her into the combat hacker, so combat protocol, in order to do a couple damage, doing more to robotic enemies. Not really that big of a priority at the moment, but once they show up, you're definitely going to like being able to do more damage. And here they introduce it to what combat intelligence is. Fortunately, Mox is a gifted level, so he'll earn points pretty quickly. And that's going to be super helpful so that as you can keep him alive, you can spec him up with more and more options as far as what you can do. For instance, you start with this saturation fire. I don't have all the points necessary at this point, but basically being able to shoot probably 2 or 3 shots worth of bullets and take out cover and hit anything in an area. Yeah, this one, total combat. In that instance, if I'd have been able to take a grenade and throw it using the total combat and then still be able to put him on Overwatch, probably would have avoided that injury. So that's why in the end I'm definitely going to go ahead and pick that one. Just want to, I guess, have that extra flexibility. So that should be about it. So I hope you've enjoyed this this general discharge. And I hope you're finding these videos useful, and I thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm having fun doing this. I hope you're having fun watching along with me. So till next time, thank you. Shoot straight, seek high cover. That's what I'll do. Hey, it's dark again.